In this video, I'm going to give a quick overview of three examples of what Claude can do with Smart Pricing Table. We recently integrated Claude. I feel like it's only been about a week, and it's incredible what can be done. So I'm going to do three things. The first thing, I have Claude over here, and I have a sample. This is an interior design proposal. It looks really nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to adjust my portfolio page a little bit. Okay, so I'd like you to adjust my portfolio page for this proposal. Two things I want to do. Can you add a compelling story about our interior design company? Just make something up. Have it be 2 paragraphs. And then I have an image gallery on that page. You'll see it has 2 rows, 5 by 2. I'd like you to separate that into 2 separate image galleries. The first one should say residential, and then have the first 5 images under it, and then commercial under below that with the second 5 images under it. Okay, I'm going to let that run. While I'm doing this, you might be wondering, how am I talking to my computer like this? I use a product called Whisper Flow. It's really nice because you just hold down, on my Mac, I hold down the function key, and I just record as much as I want. And as soon as I'm done, I let go. It then processes the entire audio with AI, which results in incredibly accurate transcription. So it says, got it, I can see the portfolio page with the existing gallery and all 10 image URLs. I'll split them into 1 to 5, go into residential, 6 to 10 under commercial, and I'll add 2 compelling paragraphs of story copy above on the top. Okay, so it's working on that. The next thing after this, kind of a fun use case, we're going to take, it's at 15,450, and you can see here's the service breakdown. I'm going to ask Claude to adjust it so that it's at 13,750, which I'll do here shortly. Okay, so just finished it. So let's see how it did. I don't know, I haven't done this before, this exact use case, so I'll click on here. And you can see it did it flawlessly. Added 2 paragraphs of intro text. It separated my gallery into 2 rows and with the appropriate labels. Literally perfect. Amazing. Okay, now let's do the next one. I want to change this to 13,750. Actually, you know what? Let's make it 21,500. We don't want prices to go down. We want them to go up. Okay, the next thing I want to do on my scope of work page on that same proposal, can you adjust the prices accordingly so that the total price for the proposal is 21,500. Currently, it's 15,450. And assume that all of the line items are selected for lighting design, realistic 3D renderings, and receiving, inspection, and storage. Optional enhancements are going to be turned off, but with those other 3 optional ones that were turned on, I want to equal 21,500. Okay, so now that's running. And what I love about this is there's a lot of different use cases. Maybe the price is a little bit high. They need to be $1,000 lower. So you ask it to lower the price, but maybe also remove some scope so you're not just giving a really big discount. Okay, and then there's just so many. Maybe you want your entire proposal to be more detailed, so you want to break it into some additional line items, or maybe you want to condense it. Maybe you have too many line items and you want to make it more high level. So many options with Claude. The ideas are limitless. Okay, so it gave me a breakdown of what it's going to change, and it shows all the line items and their current and what the new cost is going to be, so you can see literally the entire change. Looks like it's got to make about 8 changes, and it's done about 5. While that's running, the last thing I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to do a little bit of research and on, let's see here, lighting design plan. Okay, I'm going to do some research on that, so I'll come back to that in a second. This is almost done. Looks like there's about 12 or so. Okay, just completed. I'll go ahead and push refresh. And it looks like, okay, this one got unselected somehow. And then there's probably a configuration turned on. Okay, it was on site. Let's see here. These are all turned off. So I think the thing that confused it is I've got some modifications, but you can see it's very close to that number. I actually just did this with a prospect and we got it to 35,000 exactly. But the line item, these little modifications can cause a little bit of a challenge with this particular use case. But still, very, very impressive. Got the price up. And then if I really wanted to, I could chase down exactly what happened here. Okay, last thing, let's say this, this one right here, lighting design plan. Okay, I want to make this a little bit more detailed and I want to do some research. Okay, last thing on my lighting design plan, I'd like to make it flushed out a bit more. It just has a simple sentence or two. Can you give more detail, maybe use a bulleted list on what's included in this? And then I'm in Idaho. I don't know what this should cost. Can you do some local research and figure out kind of, or use your best judgment on what I should be charging for this particular service? When you're done, go ahead and update the line item. All right, I'm going to pause this just so we're not waiting for it to do its work. All right, so just did a bunch of research, found out hourly rates. It knows that I'm in Idaho. And then it adjusted things. It adjusted the price. It changed it. I believe it was $1,250. Now it's at $1,500. But it also trimmed off $250 from another one, so it would keep it at $21,500. By the way, I did find a little mistake there. It looks like this was causing it to be at $21,850. It's a modification, so that was a little bit different from what I was asking in my prompt. But there's our $20,500. All right, and then I push refresh. And I'll go back to lighting design plan. You can see it's at 1,500 right now, and it goes a lot more into detail on what's actually included in that service. So I am so excited for what our Claude integration can do. It really, there's so many features that come with it, and the ability to just simply talk to Claude and tell it what you want to do, especially coupled with Whisperflow or some kind of dictation software. It really just takes proposal writing to the next game, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what our customers do with this tool. So do let me know.